Hey everyone, I'm Veronica from Resource One Credit Union.
Hi, my name's Elizabeth and I'm from Resource One Credit Union. And today we are going to give you the scoop on mailed check fraud. Yes, people still get mail, not all the time, but sometimes there's bad stuff in your mail. And this could be a check scam. So what is this check scam that we're talking about that you get in the mail? Well, what happens is you check your mailbox and there could be a check in there in one of the envelopes. And you open it and you're like, oh my gosh, somebody just sent me $15,000. This is awesome. I'm going to go and put it in my account. We're telling you right now, don't do it.
Don't do it. Stop.
If you do not know where the money is coming from, if you are not in the middle of a negotiation or a deal where you're going to get that money, it is more than likely fraud. Nothing in life is free. I know everybody says that. I hate to be the Debbie Downer, but just to protect you, please do not cash this without thinking it through, doing your research, and finding out that it's legit. So we're going to give you a couple of tips of what to look out for. And these are just a few scams that we have seen and some members have experienced, unfortunately. In most cases, we've been able to help them and be like, hey, this does not look legit, but people still have this stuff happen. So we're going to give you a few tips on what to look out for and really pay attention for.
So let's start with some examples of what we see of some of the checks that our members and you receive, everyone receives. There's an overpayment check. And so you, for some reason, you're receiving a refund from somewhere that you can recognize locally. So it seems like a legit business, it seems reasonable. And the seemingly reputable business has accidentally sent you too much money for your refund. So instead of sending you the correct amount for that refund, they'll ask for you to deposit that check. And so the check is going to be a bigger amount of money than what you were expecting that refund for. They're going to ask you to take that check, mail back the overage in the form of a money order. So you're paying for that money order with your money and you're giving them free money. So in this case, it's called an overpayment scam. If they're asking you to really mail them back some money that they accidentally sent you, you don't need to touch it. Don't cash it, stay away from it, and you get everything back the normal way. Don't get a check. If you're not expecting that, they're never going to give you more money than they have. Come on, let's face it. They're not going to give you more money for them to, for you to send it back to them. It's just insane, and it's robbery.
Another type of scam that we've seen a couple of times is an advertising installment payment. So what happens in this is somebody will send you a little letter and a check will be with the letter and will say, hey, we would like for you to do some advertising on your vehicle. In order for you to do this advertisement on your vehicle and to earn money, we need you to do the installment payment. Well, here's the check to cover that installment payment. Go and cash the check and send us the money back for the installment. No money out of your pocket. Sounds like a dream come true. Oh my gosh, I'm going to make money every month on doing this advertisement on my vehicle and I can just drive around. They're paying for it to be installed. So there's no money out of my pocket to get started on this. Well, sorry to tell you, the check is fraudulent. So what you're going to do is you're going to cash that check, put it in your account. And then when that check bounces, you're out not only the money for that installment and to cover that check that bounced, but you're probably going to get an overdraft on it too, or one of those additional fees. So that's not good. So really watch for that. Do your research.
Absolutely.
Do your research.
Yeah, and it's hard to do research sometimes. You just don't, nobody wants to do homework, nobody wants to do that, but it can save you. It could save you. Another way that they try to get you is the winning money scam. Winning is exciting, especially with a short window to claim your money. You know, people win the lottery. That's valid sometimes. It happens. Whatever you won can only be claimed by first paying taxes. So this is a part of the scam. Whatever you won can only be claimed by first paying the taxes on it, service charges, or some other very legit sounding fee, even though you won money. So what they try to do is get you to send them these fees or get you to send this money. With spoiler alert, you won't ever get that money back. You won't ever get that big check. They're just saying you won, you send them money, you're expecting money. That's not how winning money works. So just be very careful when someone is contacting you for you to claim your money. And this comes in the mail, and it's really, you know, it's awful because I hate using that line. If it's too good to be true, then it's too good to be true. It's probably not right, but in all actuality, it actually is pretty accurate.
Yeah, and you mentioned winning the lottery. It does happen, but you specifically went to the store and you specifically bought that ticket and you were involved in it. On these, you are not involved. It just shows up and it's like, oh, look, this is great. This is going to happen. But unfortunately, probably not.
No.
So in knowing if it's a scam or legitimate, what are some of the things that you can do? Because sometimes it's not always a scam, but number one thing, research. BBB is out there. There's tons of resources that the government provides for fraudulent activity. Search everything. If it says it comes from a local company, feel free, get on Google, search for the company, find their actual phone number for their company and call them and say, hey, I got this in the mail. Is this legitimate? Are y'all really doing this? They'll be able to tell you and do some research and say, yes, this is actually us, or no, it's not. But I go back to if you don't have a relationship, if you are not initiating it, it's probably not legit.
Right. And I had to actually say a personal experience about this. I had a neighbor who she received a $36,000 check. She received this in the mail. And yes, that's a lot of money. That could do a lot of good, except for if it's not good. She wasn't expecting this money. If you're not expecting anything from someone and you just all of a sudden get something like a large check amount and you don't research it and you cash it, then that could financially ruin you. You know, it sets up a lot of heartache right there. And so it's just so much better when it comes to this kind of stuff to be safe than sorry.
Yeah. And I look at it, just be the skeptic. It is okay to question things and be the skeptic and like, this isn't really legitimate. I'd much rather question it and not be disappointed than not question it and be disappointed and be out money. Yeah. And just thinking it through too, like, would this company really send me money and then say, hey, we need you to give us this money back, and oops, we made a mistake? Like, probably not. Like, don't cash it.
Don't cash it. So what now? Even if you're savvy to a scam, don't attempt to out scam the scammer. In many cases, even if you deposit that check and you do not send the funds back, it's likely that check will bounce, causing you a fee and negative marks on your account record. It's just not worth it to try to scam them when they're really scamming you.
Yeah, it's so tempting because we see these scams all the time. And especially, you know, we get phone calls all the time where it's scams. And it's so tempting, like, oh, I'm going to get this person back. But the money is not there anyways to go behind the check. So what's going to happen is you're going to deposit the check, be out that money for the check because probably went out and spend it, and you're going to get a fee. So it's just not worth it. We've mentioned this several times. Do the research, reach out to the exact company and ask them, and provide them with the scam letter or with the letter and the information. Like, the more they can have, the more they can go after the people that are doing this, because it's unfortunate. Some of these companies are small mom and pop places. And it's like they're, people are taking their name and their information, they're stealing it and saying that this is happening, and then they get bad publicity for it, and it's not even them doing it. So reach out, do your research, find out if it's legitimate or not.
Yep. It never hurts to do that, to spend a little bit more time in that area.
So that is the scoop today on check mail fraud. And we hope that you've watched this and it doesn't happen to you. Stay safe out there.